Peace, peace. It's your boy Nightlife 79. Shit, we back with another one, man.
Blessing
Uh,
to y'all.
you dig? Like, comment, subscribe. Got my brother here with me. Just free thoughts, man. Free thought Saturday. You know what I mean? What you feel about that, man?
Yeah, man. Everybody gotta, you know what I mean, express themselves, you know what I mean? So like you said, ain't nothing that we said is law. And it ain't nothing, you know what I mean, written in stone.
It's only opinions, viewer discretion advised, all of those things, right? May not be for your kids on some conversations, but free thought. So what we were talking about earlier, though, man, just to touch on real quick. Uh, Everybody's got opinions. Um, this whole government shutdown, man. And what is not having those benefits from the government, like SNAP? Do you feel like taking away the SNAP right now is gonna make our people snap?
I really do. I really do, cause like you said, if you live in a purpose of life where you're not trying to better yourself and you always need assistance, then and when somebody snatch that assistance away from you that quick with no warning, you see what I'm saying, then it's gonna be a reaction, you see what I'm saying? Because now people scrambling, you see what I'm saying, to figure out how they gonna take care of their family now. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, I think it's gonna be a major effect going on around this thing, man.
And I feel like that's the duality in it, right? That's the whole thing. Like you understand what it's for, supplemental nutrition assistance program. You know what it's for. Uh, but I guess the driving force of why is it so necessary, and it seems to be extremely necessary in uh, communities like ours. Ours ain't the only community, but that almost seemed like a stamp that's been put on us when we talk food stamps. We literally got stamped. But what's the driving force behind it, man? You know, why we always feel like, to your point, that um, we're always looking for a handout. Everybody's going to usually take the path of least resistance to get where they go. Uh, I get that. That's human nature, but you got to train yourself not to. So, why are so many of our people so dependent on government assistance as opposed to looking at themselves and them able-bodied selves and being able to go get it, and they'd rather sit around and not go get it?
See, that's why I say, man, that's something I can't understand either because in my household, my mom, she did get stamps, you see what I'm saying? But at a certain time, she didn't get them, you see what I'm saying? Because it was a stepping stone for her, you see what I'm saying?
So
And
that's interesting, real quick. I'm
yeah,
sorry, man, to
no,
cut
no,
your wisdom.
yeah,
That's interesting though, like because I think we all did. I grew up in a household. I remember having to tear the stamps out of the book back in the day.
exactly.
I guess the difference that I'm saying is even when our parents got them, or specifically our moms got them, because back then it was very rare for a man to have government assistance.
Yeah.
That's something else we'll touch on. But it was a stepping stone. Like you can remember them early formative years having stamps, having good food, but eventually they disappeared.
Yeah.
Didn't need them no more. Job markets opened up. So that's what I'm talking about. So go
Yeah,
ahead, man.
man. Like you said, eventually we didn't have them, man. And when I lived in the household, man, my dad and mom got divorced when I was 2. You see what I'm saying? So mom used to tell my sister now, "Hey, don't let nobody know where I'm going." You see what I'm saying? Cause she was going to a second or third job,
Mm.
and if the housing authority knew that you was working 2 or 3 jobs, then your rent went up or whatever. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So mom, she used that right there to feed us instead of, you know what I mean, staying at home or staying around doing whatever, getting assistance. You
Mm.
see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like we were bred a whole different way. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody waiting. You know what I mean? On nobody to feed you. You see what I'm saying? Because
But that's the equivalent. My mama used to tell me, just because you live in the projects don't mean you got to look like it or act like
exactly, you see what I'm saying? So
it.
like you said, eventually, man, like you said, and that's why sometimes, bro, it really like it irritate me because we already know what came before us. So if you know what came before, then why is it such a surprise that it's gonna happen to you now?
Do you feel like if a lot of us men were still around and prevalent in the household, that our sisters or our mothers or our aunts would be so dependent upon government assistance?
Exactly, bro. Cause like you said, that's the other half of the scale.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying? Like you said, bro, we have deep conversation, man. And that's why I used to ask my mom, man. I used to come in the house like, Mom, I need this, I need that. You see what I'm saying? But I used to look at my mom and be like, it ain't fair to you. I can't call my daddy.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying? Well, always when I need a pair of shoes, I gotta come to you. Call my daddy, you see what I'm saying? At a certain age, he said I was living too easy. You see what I'm saying?
And to y'all brothers who out there living off these women, who able to get these benefits, and you able-bodied, you healthy, but as opposed to you getting up off of yours and go trying to make something happen for your family, you rather sit around and do what you do, play your game, and live off of her, and not necessarily help her or become her launching pad to secure something better for a long time. Don't you realize that's a self-investment too, man? You're gonna
Exactly.
benefit off of your own labor when it matriculate through the family, man. But you now are dependent upon uh, those same benefits. Back in the day, you remember in the projects, they used to have inspections, man.
Yeah, yeah. Come to your house, make sure nobody ain't living with you.
Man, look at here, man. That's the only way you can maintain your benefits. It better not be no man in here. You see your mama getting up, scrambling, putting up dude clothes, getting shoes out of the way, all kind of stuff, man. To maintain government benefits, man. So talk about them type of dudes, bro.
Yeah, man. Like you said, that's what we be building on. You know what I mean? Self, man. Self, man. You know, like, and it's really like you look, man. If a person ain't gonna get up off they self, off of they, you know what I mean, and get on their feet and go and get something to eat. You see what I'm saying? And go and get some money to feed the family. You see what I'm saying, bro? Come on, man. That's a choice that you make every day. You see what I'm saying? And you gonna be that selfish,
That's
but
it.
you gonna lay down. You see what I'm saying? And have them babies. You see what I'm saying? But what's so sad about it that some of the women still accept.
Still accept
You
it,
see what
man.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
He still can come back and lay down, knowing that he ain't put in no hours or nothing to take care of the baby.
So don't talk about him when you ain't around him, and then be about him when you with him.
You know what I'm saying?
If something ain't no good, it just simply ain't no good. And I ain't talking about nobody relationship. I'm generally speaking.
Exactly, bro.
But at the same time, you throw a rock in a crowd of dogs, the one who holler got hit. Sorry.
But look at this, man. If me and you come Monday, if me and you don't get up and move our feet, then get what? We can go to the same camp everybody else who laying down at.
That's it.
You see what I'm saying?
That's
So
it.
like I said, self.
Self,
What
man.
we've been building on.
It come right back to you.
Yeah, man. So like you said, if you want that what you want, then be that. You see what I'm saying?
Hey, you manifest your reality. If every day you wake up and tell yourself, man, this is just what it is, you know what I mean? I'm gonna accept this. I ain't gonna try to do nothing else. Well, then you manifesting that every day that you still sitting there. So you done made yourself used to looking out for them same benefits. But now talk about real quick though, like what type of crash out, or do you feel like there's gonna be some type of crash out because those?
Hey, bro. Hey, this serious right here, bro. Like, me and my people, we were chilling, man. Like, hey, they showed me a video, man. Them folks running through the grocery store, everything. But I don't know if it was AI or not. But I'm trying to tell you what. When a person get hungry, you gonna eat.
That's
You
it.
know what I mean? Like Malcolm X, you say, by any means necessary. You see what I'm saying? But you gotta have that same energy
To
whenever
want to
that,
benefit
yeah.
self.
You see what I'm
Yeah.
exactly. You see
Yeah.
what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
gotta be by any means necessary that I'm gonna get up and hit that black top and I'm gonna go and feed my family, whether they send that assistance or not.
Beat your feet, man.
Exactly, man.
Yeah.
Cause like you said, now it affect the people that's in their culture.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna take your benefits away, cause y'all living in their culture, man. They got the power, man.
And I was about to say, don't you understand? As long as you're looking upon them benefits, and that's it, and you're not using it as a stepping stone, you're a sheeple.
That's
You
it.
you're a puppet. You really are controlled because you can't make a move without it.
Now
And
you,
now they pull it away, and the only thing you got left to do is crash out. Think about that.
how we gonna do this? How
How
we
you gonna
gonna
do
do
it?
that?
You ain't never had control of nothing.
Exactly, bro.
So When was the last time you looked in the mirror? Talking to me first. And we definitely ain't inciting a riot, no shit like that. Like none of that. We're just simply talking about what could potentially be for those who ain't got enough about themselves to benefit themselves. And that's what they steady looking for. So they used to that. And you snatch that away, that's called being domesticated. The same thing you do with a dog. You
Like
go pull a dog in your house, man, and you're the one feeding that dog. You cannot expect that dog to last in the wild.
exactly. That what I was replying to a sister, man. Maybe sometimes people are always looking at they taking this and taking that. Maybe it's time to go into that new world where we got to get back to your family, man, and everybody just cook a little dish and then bring that dish to the family.
Everybody
You
eat.
see what I'm? Everybody eat.
Everybody eat.
You might have paid $5-10 for them beans.
Mhm.
Somebody made the macaroni. They made to spend $5-10. The chicken. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it wasn't a hardship on everybody. I forget the word that you that the knowledge, you know, where it ain't such a hardship on one person. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I forget
man.
the word. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
man.
yeah, man. But that what we may need to go back to. Family, man.
Yeah, man. Come together. Each one teach one.
Exactly. Let's eat together. It ain't gonna cost me that much, bro. It ain't gonna cost you that much. Blase, blase. But one thing about it, man, no matter what, you gotta take care of them kids, cause most of the time you were getting benefits was because of the kids.
Anyway.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying? So benefits or not, the kids gotta eat. So you know what I mean? Through this right here, ain't no feeling no pity for yourself, man. You gotta find a way. Look inside, find a way
Get
that you
up
can
and beat
eat.
your feet, man.
Yeah.
Move around, man. Beat your feet, man.
Like you said, how the government talking like, oh, they're gonna be the worst, you know what I mean? Holiday for a lot of people, cause they ain't gonna have the stamps for Thanksgiving. No, man, don't let the people play you like that, man. Hey, we gotta get together in the community to make sure that the people eat. Y'all tap into me or my brother, and we'll make sure that we can get something together.
We'll pull something together.
You see what I'm
We
saying?
working on organizing things for the community right now.
Exactly. So, like you said, even if we gotta, you know what I mean, hook up with other organizations or whatever, man, to make sure these people and no kids don't go. You know what I mean? So, hey, that's real though. But hey, do what you got to do, man. Nobody don't owe you nothing.
That's it, man.
Nobody don't owe you nothing.
Knowledge yourself, man. But that conditioning though, I mean, it's still run rampant. You know what I mean? Um, the fact that we just look forward to an easy route simply because it's easy. Like if you never challenge yourself on anything, how are you truly gonna know what your capabilities are? So if you sit back and you can expect a lot of things, you're just waiting on a certain stipend or a certain amount of money every month and a certain amount of this every month, and you ain't got no plans, no plan B. You're not sharpening your sword. You're not studying anything. You ain't got no plan to make a move. Literally putting one foot in front of the other. You're being controlled. You have no type of freedom. So when they take things away, um, then that's where you are. But even in that, there's still some silver lining. To the point my brother just made, it may make you now turn back and look at family. It may make you now just like we know what the pandemic did. You know, it made a lot of people look at themselves and figure out other streams of income.
Exactly.
Sometimes you got to be forced into something.
Exactly.
Everything got a yin and yang, man. It's a lot of silver lining because it's gonna challenge you to challenge yourself.
Lessons, man. Find that light within you, man.
Yeah, man.
You said we made it before it, man. Make it without it, man. Like you said, sometimes you might have to take on a second job, third job. Sometimes you might have to put back some of the things that you enjoy. You see what I'm saying?
And then how many people communicate, man? People are willing to help you, man.
Yeah, exactly.
If you know you're a stand-up person, you know that you ain't did nothing detrimental to anybody. You truly ain't never burned no bridges. I ain't talking about your everyday disagreements, and I ain't talking about the petty, superficial stuff. I mean, like seriously, man. I think that the majority of the people that we encounter every day ain't gonna let no child go hungry.
Yeah, exactly, man.
You know,
Yeah,
knowing the circumstances.
Yeah. Don't let your pride get in the way.
Boy, that foolish pride.
Yeah, that pride get in the
You
way.
know, we was and that's the opposite. We was always taught I tighten my belt before I ask for help. That's foolish pride.
Yeah.
Why you got to tighten your belt? That's the question.
Yeah. Like you said, man, this right here might bring us back together as a community, man. Cause like you said, man, hardship falls on everybody, man. You know what I mean? Like you said, man, some of us doing better than others, man. Like you said, we ain't doing that much better. Well, we living in a whole different demographic. So the
That's it.
people,
And define better, because your competition is you.
exactly, yo,
You know what I mean? If you wake up every day, you feel good about the decisions you making. You feel good about yourself. You feel good about your life. You feel good about your surroundings. Then any other noise outside of that uh, is basically naysayers. And at that moment, if whatever you're doing makes you feel great and feel like you're at the height of your capabilities, then everything around you is ambient noise. Ambient noise means you on the phone with somebody having a conversation with the TV on in the background. You don't hear the TV, you just know it's there.
that
Non-player characters. A lot of y'all NPCs, man. Y'all done heard it. You play video games out there. You still play Madden. Y'all them dudes in the crowd ain't got nothing to do with the game. But you in the crowd. You there though.
exactly.
And that's how some of y'all choose to just stay. You want to be that non-player character. But each one of us are some NPCs in somebody's life.
And like you said, man, it go back to, man, like you said, some people just want to be known for this and that because the era I came from, some brothers was like, I never worked for nobody. You know what I mean? I'm a hustler, this, that, and the other. But you know, hey, sometimes if the hustler ain't working, man, hey, don't let the pride get in your way, man, and say you ain't gonna go and work for nobody, man. Cause at the end of the day, when you do go and work for somebody, you still a private contractor because you getting up on your end of the deal. You see what I'm saying? It
You
ain't like
still working for yourself.
you still working for yourself. If you choose not to go in that day, that's on you. If you go to work that day, that's on you. But guess what, man? You gotta work, man. I don't give it. I don't give it. You gotta work, man. And you gotta feed these babies, man. And SNAP and all that right there, man. It's good and it was good, or we don't know what the future may hold. But like you said, man, look at the people who came before us, man.
Mm,
They made it, man.
mm.
Without that benefit, man.
Hey man, let's learn how to grow food again.
Exactly,
How
man.
many? I mean, when's the last time y'all planted shit? Just a plant. It ain't gotta, you know what I mean? Because I'm thinking about me, bro. It's like, bro, I don't think I planted anything
Yeah.
in the last 20 years. I
Yeah.
mean, like, that's something to think about.
Like you said, that's what we do over here. We keep it real.
Keep it real.
Even if
Got
it's
to
against
start
us,
with
you say,
yourself.
exactly, bro.
Yeah, everything come
Yeah.
back to self. Ain't
Yeah.
nobody excluded. So don't ever think somebody being preached to or you getting a talking to. No, I'm talking to me first.
Yeah.
I'm in the same thing with everybody else, man. You know what I mean? However, I know that in certain aspects of if my cup is overrunning, I got to give it to somebody else to drink. So if I see things and I understand things, I got to give some of it away.
Yeah.
And I will hope that to everybody else that they would do the same for me.
Like you said, man, before we leave this thing, bro, whenever you want to shut it down, bro, man, like just jump on another thing called, I seen some people going hysterical on Facebook about they about to get ready to take the Head Start away because it's funded by the
Mm.
government. You see what I'm saying? But it go back to all the things that we've been building on, you know what I mean? And it go back to, like you said, bro, once we can build something,
That's it, man.
then we ain't got to worry about somebody taking something away from us. You see what I'm saying?
So you gotta, but you know what's happening is it's a forced reset. It's just like hitting restart on your computer, all of that, like all the programs you've been running, all the simulations you've been running, starting to implode. They're not working the way they used to no more. So now you got to reset and do something new. Well, you have to do that by the infrastructure of what actually make everything go in this society, and that's what you're witnessing. That's what you're witnessing. I mean, it's a reset. You got to unlearn to relearn. So you gotta now update yourself. You gotta upgrade your own software and your hardware. You understand me? Like, you know, you catching downloads and snippets right now of what's happening around you because it's simulated. And I ain't talking about simulated on no spooky ish either. I'm talking about just the way things are right now.
Yeah.
So when you take these things away and you watch people crumble and scramble and scrape and do all of those things, well, that's a new knowledge to him too, because before you went in survival mode, you didn't know you could survive. So imagine when you survive, how you gonna come back?
Bless, bro. Bless right there, boss. Like you said, man, some people just being put in a position, man, to find who they are. So like my brother said, whichever we don't know which way it's gonna go. Like you said, whichever way it go, just make sure you hold on to you. Cause one thing I know, you always gonna take care of you, man, and those around you. So like you said, man, the educational system, the food system, we gotta make sure that we stand 10 toes down in this thing, man.
And by no means are we any kind of experts. These are only opinions. Please like, comment, subscribe. Nightlife 79. We'll catch y'all next time. Peace.
Peace.